What's up, y'all? Here's 10 tips for Fortnite OG Season 8. So tip number 1, you definitely want to be aggressive early with Siphon in the game. Those early kills can get you 50 shield, get a couple kills and you're up to max health within the first 20 seconds of landing. Here's a great example. I'm going towards Tilted. I jump out of the bus around 900 meters from my desired drop point. I like to land clock tower and Tilted, mantle up, open the chest before the dude's even there, free 50 shield. See this dude landing? That's another free 50 shield. If you can get a good drop, you can get some easy kills. Here's another drop. I land salty this one. Pick my point, wait till I'm about 900 meters, and then aim for a low point on the map so you get as low as possible. If you pull your glider above a mountain, you'll be stuck in the air, auto-deployed too high, so you want to aim for a lower point, and then boom. Got a perfect drop. First one to land in salty. Open up my chest and go push this dude real quick, get my free 50 shield. Now moving on to tip number 2. The tactical shotgun just really isn't that good in Season 8, so you just want to use the pump and then a spray weapon such as the suppressed SMG or the Scar. See this dude coming at me. Use the SMG, get it 20, big pump shot, finish it off with the SMG. Take no damage. This is a crazy clip. I sniped this dude out of the pirate cannon. See this other dude on a hoverboard. Get some tags. Once you can get close enough, use the pump. See this dude flying on a hoverboard. Get some quick tags in. And then try to get close, use the pump. So the dude pushes up real quick. Get some cover, right hand peek. 120. Even the fight out. We're relatively close to the same amount of health. Push him with the pump. And finish it off with the SMG. Moving on to tip number 3. It's so valuable to know where the rift locations are to travel the map easier, whether that's to get away from people or get closer to people and get more kills. This rift in Salty is a permanent rift, so you can use that infinitely. So what I like to do is I like to land Salty, get my initial spawn kills, and then take the rift, look for some more kills, kill an enemy, run back to Salty, use the rift again, and rinse and repeat. Here's another map if you want to take a screenshot of the rifts. Tip number 4, I love glider redeploy. You want to be picking this thing up as often as you see it. It allows you to get kills that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to push if you didn't have other movement. So I thermal AR this dude, use the flintlock to push him. Boom. Being able to use the impulse nades with the glider redeploy though is pretty good too. Like in this example, dodge a snipe, hit this dude, and then push the kill with the impulse nades. Use the glider redeploy to get further across the water that slows you down. Chase this dude down and get the kill. This dude takes the permanent rift. Get a couple easy shots on him. And then I proceed to use the flintlock and close the gap. Easy kill. Here's another example where I just jump off a mountain and surprise this dude. Right here, it's a 1v1. Snipe him. Easy kill now. I use the glider to close the gap. Boom. This one I land on this house. See a dude on a roof. Laser him real quick. And close the gap again. Then I see some footsteps. Glide on top of this tree, get an easy shot. Laser him with the P90. Now moving on to tip 5, we have dominate long range. The SCAR and the normal ARs have so much spread that guns like the infantry and the scoped AR and the thermal scoped AR just dominate in longer ranges. You see in this clip, I just laser him. Cracked his shield and everything. He really has no chance in this fight. I probably would have done half as much damage in that scenario with the SCAR. Right here, this dude's using a hoverboard. Get some easy shots on him. Switch to my pump. Easy. This one, I got the thermal AR. This dude's like 150 meters away. Crack his shield. Boom. This one's late game. Got the scoped AR. Get some nice shots off right here. I take snipe. I gotta push this kill for the shield because I'm not carrying any heals. Got him. This one, this dude's taking a zip line. I wait to get some nice shots on him. Laser. If I pull up on a hoverboard. This clip in particular really shows the benefits of the scoped AR. Do 150, crack his shield, glider redeploy. Even from this range, compared to a SCAR, you're probably not going to hit that much damage as quickly and put as much pressure. This one, this dude's on a mountain. I've barely no cover. He tries to use a SCAR. Easy kill. Here's an example of, using a regular AR, the heavy AR. You really gotta tap fire from this range. With a scoped AR, I would have hit so many more shots. Tip number 6, we're moving on to hip fire more often. Now obviously from range you want to aim down sight, but with the P90 or an SMG, close range hip firing, it makes the enemy have more difficulty tracking you. And you can just put so much more pressure on somebody when you're moving faster around them. Right here, dude takes a rift. I get a couple shots off. Now, obviously with ARs, here's an example. You want to stay crouched. You don't want to hip fire with an AR. Unless you're really, really close. But in general, if you crouch when you shoot ARs and you hip fire SMGs, that's generally going to work out for you in most situations. Stay crouched, got good bloom. Laser this dude, push him with the glider redeploy. He ends up going in the house and I end up shooting him with the shotgun. But if we got in a close range fight here, I would have sprayed him down, hip fire the SMG. Right here, I know this dude's behind the RV, shoot out the RV, hip fire with the P90, destroyed. Moving on to tip number 7. The heavy sniper in OG one-shots almost everything. So you can, if you know somebody's on the other side of a wall. This dude had like a whole trap set up for me. Didn't matter. Easy kill. Alright, moving on to tip number 8. Loadout optimization. If you want to snipe, then I recommend having a sniper, movement, heals, and then a shotgun, and then your spray weapon. So you can use the SCAR as an SMG hybrid. Right here, get a crazy 209 with the gold pump. Miss my follow pump, and then just spray him down with the AR. And having the AR allows you to still have long range fights. Tip number 9. Because heavy snipers neutralize bunkers, and you can't just use bunkers as a get out of jail free card, you really want to prioritize going on top of mountains. Right here, this dude tries to push me. Gets absolutely lasered. And then another dude with a hoverboard tries to push me. And this dude ends up meeting the same fate. Having a power position like this in OG is just ridiculously OP. It's so much harder to get to tops of mountains. You leave yourself extremely exposed, whether it's a glider from a launch pad or just 50-50ing with a hoverboard. Most of the time, those people are just gonna lose to you. Now you see this, I'm on a mountain with no cover. This dude has a bunker. You think, oh, he's in a better spot. He has so much more cover. It's gonna be hard for me to shoot him. But in reality, the heavy sniper just makes quick work of bunkers, and they're really not even viable late game if you're playing against at least one person with a heavy sniper. And the final tip of the video is don't sleep on traps. You can actually use damage traps as emergency walls. And right here, it's a 1v1. There's really no cover, so I place an emergency wall, use my impulse to get closer. The zone's gonna move, so I'm just kind of waiting for there to be somewhere to impulse again. Zone moves enough, I get the impulse. I'm ahead of the zone, this dude has to come to me now. Easy work. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment and subscribe.